Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm on my way, but baby, I'm a little short. I thought I had 30. Can I still get a 25?
That's fine.
Okay, and you know what the best you got?
I got you.
All right, I'll be there. Give me like 15 minutes at the most. I'm on my way.
All right.
Put me up.
I got you. Bye.
What you got?
I got you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm on my way, but baby, I'm a little short. I thought I had 30. Can I still get a 25?
That's fine.
Okay, and you know what's the best you got?
I got you.
All right, I'll be there. Give me like 15 minutes at the most. I'm on my way.
All right.
Hook me up.
I got you. Bye.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm on my way, but baby, I'm a little short. I thought I had 30. Can I still get a 25?
That's fine.
Okay, and you know what's the best you got?
I got you.
All right, I'll be there. Give me like 15 minutes at the most. I'm on my way.
All right.
Hook me up.
I got you. Bye. I'm sorry, I had to take a phone call. My bad. I had to take a phone call right quick. Conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beef. Don't bring me no beef. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beef. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. Been a minute, how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beat. Don't bring me no beat. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beat. Don't bring me no beat. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. Another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before this, for the disclaimer. Bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beat. Don't bring me no beat. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beef. Don't bring me no beef. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beef. Don't bring me no beef. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Don't bring me no beef. Don't bring me no beef. Leave that shit at the door. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. Good morning, my darlings. It's been a minute, but you know how life is. It's time for another conversation with Key Deadman. Hello, Keys, darlings. Now, before I start this, you know what it is. It's time for the disclaimer. Don't bring me no beefs. Leave that shit at the door. I ain't got time for it. If you didn't want me to speak on it, then you shouldn't have put it out here in these here YouTube streets. So let's make sure that's clear first and foremost.
Hello, beautiful people. How are y'all? I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in the room. Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody. All right, I'm gonna say something very, very powerful today, and it's something that I feel that every person needs to hear. These children have opportunities that I didn't have. I was the first generation where we were in college. My mom and dad did not go to college. I was the first one in my family to go to college. That was a great accomplishment. I have morals, values, and principles and ethics. And that is something I will not trade for nothing. And that is my integrity. I seen a video this morning, and they don't know I know this. Black Cherry and Saint Simone were talking pretty trash about me. Oh, I seen the video. And y'all wonder why I don't want to deal with these channels. And everybody wonders why. Let me tell you something about me. I don't do two-faced people. Let's get this out right now. I don't do two-faced people that on one hand can go and be cool with me and go behind my back and talk trash about me. Oh no, you ain't got to worry about it. Let me tell you something about me. I don't fuck with you. I done found out so many people have been talking about me behind my back, and I found out about it today. And you best believe, y'all, I'm not fucking with none of you. Period, point blank. I've had people trying to pretty destroy my channel, trying to block people off my channel, incognito. Boy, somebody broke all of this down to me today. And you best believe, I'm not fucking with none of them. See, that's me. I just don't deal with you. If I find out you trying to destroy me, I ain't gotta do none of that. I'll leave you alone, is what I'm gonna do. I don't deal with two-faced people because that means in this situation, if I was to tell you something, you'll go back and say something. And everybody wonders why I just won't do it. I do, sweetheart. I got you because I'm about to talk to somebody right about this situation. I ain't got time for this. It don't matter where it's at. It don't even matter. It's irrelevant. The point is I have it. But I am not going to post. I'm not going to do none of that. I just ain't fucking with her, and I ain't fucking with him. And anybody associated with her, I'm not fucking with you either. Point blank, straight to the mess. I don't deal with people like that. I am 45 years old. I am not 18. I don't deal with people who sit there in this situation and go from channel to channel to channel talking shit about somebody. It was recorded on live. So absolutely not. And you wonder why I will not tell nobody nothing, why I won't talk to these other channels, because I'm not going to do that. I don't deal with two-faced people in my personal life, and I'm not going to deal with two-faced people when it comes to this. Absolutely not. And that is the reason why Allegio has found out what happened, because there are people that are playing devil's advocate, and it is no different than you have a person who you've known for 20 years, who you thought had your back, and you found out was sleeping with your husband, or you found out was sleeping with your best friend. Absolutely not. I have a family, no differently than anybody else. And thank God my family knows what's going on, and my family knows me. But for all these people talking about me, you don't know my background. You don't know what I do. You just don't want this man to go to jail. Dude, y'all have tried to ruin me, and I'm still standing. I have not responded to y'all. I'm not going to respond to y'all because I don't have time for y'all. So my message to Saint Simone and Black Cherry, Fuck you. Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't got nothing to say to y'all. Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. What you can do. You don't know me. So all these people on YouTube talking about me, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. Because all you doing is bringing me attention. So, but you think I'm going to talk about you? You think I have anything negative to say about you? No. I ain't got nothing negative to say about you at all. I'm just not fucking with you, period. That's my response to y'all. I ain't fucking with you. Don't come on my channel. Do not bother me. If you do, you're getting off the channel. Point blank, straight to the point put. Why be around me if you don't fuck with me? Why bother me when you don't even like me? Don't nobody got time to sit up here and talk to y'all. Ain't nobody got time to sit there and respond to y'all asses. Ain't nobody got time to sit there and give y'all any attention. I'm not giving you that. Fuck y'all. That's my response. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. Black Cherry is way too young for me to go in on her. So I'm not going in on her. She's way too young. I am older than her. I am old enough to be that girl's mama. What I look like coming at that girl and cussing her out and doing, man, all I'm going to do for her is say, look, little girl, you going to come across the wrong female. And a female going to drive their ass to your house. And they're going to put a bullet to your head. And they're going to shoot you. See, there are certain females you can't come at that ain't me. Not every female is going to sit up here and put up with you talking about them on social media. There's a lot of people that will kill you over being two-faced. I'll tell you that right now. I just don't fuck with you. I just don't deal with you at all. don't want your money. They don't want your time. All they want is your time. That's it. They just want your time. If it's a job, yes. That's not my company. So yes, I have to respect the way they do their business. I'm trying to bring these lost souls back to God. But no, y'all negative demon ass motherfuckers want to sit up here and talk about somebody that you don't even know, who's trying to stop a man that is infecting people with disease. Who's trying to stop a man that is infecting people with disease. Who's trying to stop a man that is infecting people with diseases. Who all these people, Yaya, Pocahontas, Serenity, Rambo, all these people, when they finally wake up, it's going to be so fucked up they may commit suicide. This man may have it programmed that when they finally wake up, they commit suicide. Did you think about that? There are so many girls that have aborted babies because of him. There are so many girls that have aborted babies because of him. There are so many girls that have aborted babies because of him.
Now, mind you, this is all allegedly. Possibly. Could be. And I'm not saying this to be bullying or to harass. In no way, shape, or form. I'm just, putting the information out there. She put it out there, made it public on YouTube, so I thought it was only right that I add some truth to the lies. Please tell. Because HIPAA is a serious matter. It really is. HIPAA is a serious matter. I used to have to qualify every year for my job that I retired from. I used to have to qualify every year. And even now I'm careful with what I will and will not say. Because you never know. I might have to qualify again. You never know. Shit changes. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Thank you. But I'm just saying. So, let's go take a look. Let's go look at HIPAA real quick. I don't usually go to Wikipedia. I don't usually use Wikipedia, but it popped up first and it was easy and I wanted to go live. Okay. And I read through it, or scanned it rather, and it's about right, okay? Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, otherwise known as HIPAA, okay? Now, I'm not going to read all the jargon. If you want to, you can look it up yourself. The only part I care about are the violations, okay? Let's go take a look at... Oh, wait a minute. The HIPAA privacy rule is composed of national regulations for the use and disclosure of protected health information, otherwise known as PHI, in healthcare treatment, payment, and operations by covered entities. Cape Fear Valley Hospital, Hulk Hospital, Pavilion Drive, Rayford, North Carolina. Y'all, I'm scanning this real quick because I don't want to read a book to you. Although if you all would like for me to read a book for you, send me. It's gonna have to be a lot of y'all that want me to read a book. I'll buy it and actually read it to you like an audio book. Okay, let's see. A covered entity may disclose PHI to certain parties to facilitate treatment, payment, or healthcare operations without a patient's express written authorization. Any other disclosures of PHI require the covered entity to obtain written authorization from the individual for disclosure. In any case, when a covered entity discloses any PHI, it must make a reasonable effort to disclose only the minimum necessary information required to achieve its purpose. Mm. Mm. The privacy rule requires covered entities to notify individuals of uses of their PHI. Covered entities must also keep track of disclosures of PHI and document privacy policies and procedures. They must appoint a privacy official and a contact person responsible for receiving complaints and train all members of their workforce in procedures regarding PHI. Any individual who believes that the privacy rule is not being upheld can file a complaint with the Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights, otherwise known as OCR. However, according to the Wall Street Journal, the OCR has a long backlog and ignores most complaints. Ain't that a damn shame? Complaints of privacy violations have been piling up at the Department of Health and Human Services. Between April of 2003 and November 2006, the agency fielded 23,886 complaints related to medical privacy rules, but it has not yet taken any enforcement action against hospitals, doctors, insurers, or anyone else for rule violations. Now, in this case, I would say get you an attorney and just outright civil sue. Okay, and push and when you civil suit, push the criminal case also. A spokesman for the agency says it has closed 3/4 of the complaints, typically because it found no violation or after it provided informal guidance to the parties involved. However, in July 2011, UCLA agreed to pay $865,500 USD in a settlement regarding potential HIPAA violations. And I misspelled HIPAA, y'all. I'm gonna have to fix that one. I hate misspellings. HIPAA violations. An HHS Office for Civil Rights investigation showed that from 2005 to 2008, unauthorized employees repeatedly and without legitimate cause looked at the electronic protected health information of numerous UCLA HS patients. And that was HIPAA and HIPAA certified at the time that happened. Wasn't retired yet, was I? 15 from 19 is what, 4? I've been retired since 2004. Alrighty. Violations. Let's go right here. I'm not going to read all the jargon at the top, okay? Let's go right here to this little chart. Violations. Okay? Violations. Oh, the reviews coming, Kitty. They next. They next, darling. I might take a little musical interlude while I pull them up. Do y'all want to go on a tour again, too? So I know what to pull up? Or y'all just want me to read the reviews? Y'all let me know in the chat while I read this. Okay? Type of violation. Individual did not know, and by exercising reasonable diligence, would not have known that she violated HIPAA. Civil penalty minimum 100 USD per violation with an annual maximum of 25,000 USD for repeat violations. Civil penalty max 50,000 USD per violation with an annual maximum of 1.5 million USD. HIPAA violation due to reasonable cause and not due diligence and not due to willful neglect. 1,000 to 100,000 for repeat USD. That's the minimum. The maximum 50,000 to 1.5. Y'all, you see it right there, okay? HIPAA violation due to willful neglect, but violation is corrected within the required time period. Minimum 10,000 to 250,000 USD, of course. Because I'm looking at USA, not UK. Okay? Because that's where I'm HIPAA or was HIPAA certified. Okay? I haven't looked into the UK, but I assume it's similar. Max 50K per violation. Now this is per violation. Okay? Now you named a lot of names. And you've said it several times, okay? This is just one of the videos because I was working on it today that I chose to use. But I can pull more, little birdie. I can pull more. I can make a very good case for HIPAA. $50,000 per violation with an annual maximum of 1.5 million. She ain't lurking, Mojo. She'll catch it on the replay because she over there telling her Sunday lies. Okay? And if she not lurking, somebody over there telling her anyway. If she live, they telling her. All right. HIPAA violation is due to willful neglect and is not corrected. Now, this one right here, I'm going to highlight it for you. I think this is the one right here. I think this is the money shot right here. I think this is the money shot. I'm going to highlight it. HIPAA violation is due to willful neglect and is not corrected. 50,000, this is the minimum, USD per violation with an annual maximum of 1 million USD. Okay? The max, 50K per violation with an annual maximum of 1.5 million USD. Now, I will say that from what I've seen, it's willful neglect. And this is not allegedly, because I have the receipts. You can challenge me on the receipts at any time, little birdie. We can play the receipt game. Willful neglect and is not corrected. Every time you ask anyone associated with melanation or carbonation to take a blood test, or did they take a blood test, and to make it public by showing it to you or anyone else, and you say it several times over and over and over and over and over again, to even allege it for the entity that you work for is a violation. Again, you have no idea of knowing if any of those people have ever been a patient, past, present, or future. I mean, I know you say you're a prophet and all, but I don't believe that, because if you was a seer, you would see everything I plan to do because you 2 steps ahead, right, little birdie? Evidently, in this case, not. Okay. All right, let me check this. SS Insight, much love, hugs, and kisses, darling. Welcome to the chat. Now, type of violation, covered entities and let me slow down, y'all, because I can read, okay? Type of violation, covered entities as specified individuals who knowingly obtain to disclose individually identifiable health information. Criminal penalty, a fine up to $50,000, imprisonment up to 1 year. Offenses committed under false pretenses. Criminal penalty, a fine of up to $100,000, imprisonment up to 5 years. Offenses committed with the intent to sell, transfer, like to the FBI, I'll just let that sit for a minute. Or use individually identifiable health information for commercial advantage. I'm going to let that sit for a while because you're monetized. You have Super Chat. You got AdSense. You got PayPal. You're making money off other people's work. Personal gain. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Y'all marinate. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. Or malicious harm. Let me highlight this one now. So I think this one is a good one. Let me highlight this one. Why it marinate for y'all for a minute, okay? I'm going to highlight it. Why it marinate. A fine. Now, this is the criminal penalty. A fine of up to $250,000. That's $250,000 USD. Imprisonment up to 10 years. Now I'm just gonna sit there and let that marinate for a little while. Y'all tell me what y'all thinking. Y'all talk to me now. Am I hot? Am I cold? Am I warm? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Am I crazy? I mean, she out here threatening people with the FBI, threatening to send shit to the FBI. I mean, not realizing that she's breaking the law by doing that. Seriously, she's breaking the law. I'll read that last one that's highlighted again. You know, just so it sinks in. For those in the back that might have missed it. I'll read it again. Okay? Offenses committed with the intent to sell, transfer, or use individually identifiable health information, like their name or their screen name, especially if it's attached to their face, for commercial advantage. YouTube, IG, Castbox, Live Me, Facebook, Anchor Radio, or Anchor FM, whatever they call that podcast thing, Twitter, personal gain, AdSense, Super Chat, PayPal, Cash App, or malicious harm, threatening to send it to the FBI, to falsely accuse, possibly because you have no solid evidence. It's all alleged, that you doing the investigating for the FBI that has hundreds of thousands of agents or whatever, and has resources way more than you, little birdie, to do the work. Why would they need you to do the work? No agent has told you to do the work for them. That in itself is a lie. Criminal penalty for that, a fine of up to $250,000 USD, 250,000 US dollars, 250K. Imprisonment. And by the way, this would be with the feds. You would be in federal prison. Imprisonment up to 10 years. This is a federal crime. We're not talking state. We're not talking county. We're not talking local. This is a federal crime. Okay? While you out there threatening people with the FBI. Okay? Yes, she actually called the feds live on air. I played that phone call last week, but I had to delete it because it was possibly flaggable. I got a little petty. But I'm sure it's still up on her channel and she labeled it. Yes, so something about she called the FBI live on YouTube. And by the way, that's a crime too because she didn't inform the agent that she was live on YouTube. So that in itself is also a crime. Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, one more thing before I go. Oh shit, I gotta go. One more thing. I would like to talk to y'all privately. So if y'all want to reach out to me on here and send me a message, I'll be more than happy to reach out to you. If there's any females out there that Allegio has done wrong, that Allegio has basically done you dirty, and you need help getting information to the FBI, let me know connection to the FBI. So if anybody for melanation, carbonation wants anything delivered to the FBI, please contact me. Because I have somebody right now that's connected to the FBI and wants everybody who from melanation, carbonation, ex-members, doesn't matter, that wants to speak up, please contact me. Because I can take your recorded statements and send them to this person. It's going straight to the feds. So if y'all want help out of this melanation, carbonation, you need to contact me. Because I know how to get you out of it. I can have it. So if anybody wants to get anything out there and they have any information, please contact me. Because all that information y'all send me is going straight to the feds. That's the very same day you give it to me. because we need all the information we can. So Kai, the other woman, any of y'all, please contact me. And I will see to it your information gets straight to the feds. I will do everything I can to help the members of those Yaya, Pocahontas. I will try to help as many of y'all as I can. But it's up to y'all. Because right now I have somebody that might be able to help you. The rest is up to you. Because your stories deserve to be told. Who better than you? So, with that being said, I can lead people to water, but I can't make them drink. So, I got to get back to work, people. So, hope I will talk to y'all when I get off. Hopefully, they'll reach out to me. And hopefully, they will be in contact. And hopefully, I can help them not go down. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to not go down with Legion. So, I'm doing everything I can to help these people. See you later.
Come on, man.